Hey guys, Jano Zero, how you doing? We got this coming weekend. We got a lot of chickens that we're going to butcher, and in case any of you didn't know it, plucking chickens sucks a lot if you're doing it by hand. So we're going to try to build. I've seen a couple other dudes on YouTube who made their like a homemade chicken plucker things, and we're going to try to make one. And here's what I've got. This is going to be my version. I got my drill. I've got a 3/8 drill bit. I've got a 5/16 drill bit. I've got a 4-inch PVC cap. I've got 5 of 15-inch rubber bungees. You can grab these at Big Lots or at Lowe's or Harbor Freight, anywhere. Remove the S-hooks out of the end of them. I've got one 16-inch piece of all thread, 3/8 all thread, 2 nuts, 2 regular washers, and 2 lock washers. So the first thing that we're going to do is cut these bungee cords in half to make the little rubber plucker fingers. Please be careful when you're doing this. Use a sharp knife and be careful and don't cut your fingers off. And we're just going to cut them in half like that. And we're going to do that to all 5 of these bungee cords. Just fold them in half and cut them into the halves, just like that. And now when we're done, we're going to take our 3/8 drill bit. Actually, we'll just do it right now. We're going to drill a hole right through the center of the cap. Just like that. And then on the side here, I've got marked 5 lines marked where I'm going to drill, take my 5/16 drill bit and drill a couple of holes. 2 holes towards the top and 2 holes down towards the bottom for us to run these through to make our plucker fingers. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to finish cutting these in half, then I'll switch my drill bits out and we'll start drilling these holes. So I'll get right back with you. Alrighty, so we're going to drill 2 holes side by side, really close together with these 5/16 drill bit. Like that. And we're just going to angle our bit a little bit like that and waller out the center a little bit so it's one hole that looks like that. And we're going to do the same thing down here towards the bottom. So that's what your holes are going to look like. I wouldn't get too close to the top and I wouldn't get too close to the bottom because you don't want to crack your PVC. Now we're just going to take a half of one of these bungee cords, and it's going to be a pretty tight fit, but push it through. And if you can't get it through, then just kind of take your drill bit and wall it out a little bit more, but push it through like that and pull it all the way up. These rounded ends of the bungee cord will stop it on the inside like that. You see right there? So we're going to do this all the way around on our 5 little marks that we've got made, so that we have our fingers of the chicken plucker. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the holes and put the rest of the fingers on, and then we'll get right back with you. All righty, here's what we got. We've got all of our rubber fingers on there. So now we're going to take our piece of all thread. We're going to put it up through the hole that we drilled. Remember, we drilled the 3/8 hole. We're going to put a regular washer. We're going to put a lock washer, and then we're going to run a nut down on it. About like that. We're going to do the same on the bottom side of it. We're going to run a washer down. We're going to run the lock washer down. And then we're going to run this nut all the way down. And it's going to take you a minute to get that nut all the way down there, unless you buy a great big bolt. But they didn't have the kind of bolt that I was looking for, so I had to get a piece of all thread. All this stuff, all that put together, was right around the $20 mark. So if this thing works like I've seen it work for other dudes, if it works for us the way that it did for them, then we will. It'll be well worth the $20. It'll save that a whole lot of time in feather plucking. Well, don't try to say that real fast. You're liable to have a little slip of the tongue and say something that you don't want to say. Unless you're into that kind of language, then by all means, feel free. So I'm going to run this one all the way down till I get it good and tight here on the bottom. Finger tight should be fine. Then I will get a wrench and tighten this one here down a little bit more on the top. But the theory behind these is you put them in your drill and it spins like that. And like I said, once I get everything tightened down to where it doesn't spin and it spins itself right off of it. But then you have your chicken, you soak your chicken in your hot water, and then you have your drill spinning, and these little fingers, oh yeah, these little fingers will pluck the feathers off of it. So anyway, like I say, let me get this thing tightened down so that it stops doing that on me. And wanted to show you guys the concept, what we're doing, and I think it's going to work. And we'll let you know on Chicken Butcher Day. But here you go. This is the chicken plucker that we are going to be using. Like I said, we got a 4-inch PVC cap, 3/8 bolt, 5 what were these? The bungee cords, rubber bungee cords with the hooks removed, and it should work out just fine for us. So there you go. That's how we build it. That's how we're building it. When this weekend comes and we start actually, doing the chickens in and butchering them and processing them, we will see how this thing works. So we'll see y'all this weekend. Thanks for watching. You have a great day. God bless. The end. Okay, guys, we're here. We're going to test out the chicken plucker. We've already been using it. So far, it's been working pretty good. I'll show you how it works. We've just got our regular corded drill. We've got it. Just took some of that plumber strap and strapped it to the side of this pallet where we're working at. In our drill. My buddy Mr. Moving On Greg here is going to work the drill, and we're going to just run this chicken back and forth in front of these rubber fingers as they spin, and you'll see it pluck the feathers. So here we go.
Feathers fly. And we see Gino covered in feathers. That wing wanted to be next.
So there you have it. you see that the chicken plucker is working. It is plucking them very nicely. I wanted just to say a couple of things here real quick. You want to make sure, one, that you wear gloves, because these things will sting if they run around and hit your fingers and your hands. Secondly, you want to make sure you soak your bird. I soak mine for about 30 seconds or so in water that's about 120, 130 degrees. And third, no, this is not going to bruise the meat. Animals do not bruise if they're not alive. There's got to be blood flowing in order for meat to bruise. And it's not ripping the skin. It's not hitting it with enough force. It'll sting you, but it won't break your skin and hurt you that bad. And you can see, proof's in the pudding. Wingtips didn't get done, but we're going to cut the wingtips off anyway. And there's a little bit of touch-up work that needs to be done, but that saves a lot of time and a lot of plucking by hand. So I'm happy with it. For $19, you can't beat it with a truckload of sticks. So there you go. All right, guys, we're going to get back after it. It's Chicken Butcher Day here, so thanks for watching. You have a great day. God bless. Bok, bok. Buzz, buzz. The end.